Time to talk about our favorite group. Last week, we did a quick rundown of the electric vehicle stocks that will soon start trading thanks to mergers with special purpose acquisition companies, SPACs. I told you one of my favorites, absolute favorites, is the Lion Electric Company. It's a Canadian manufacturer of electric heavy-duty trucks and school buses that recently signed a deal to supply Amazon logistics. Unlike so many other EV plays, Lion Electric's not some early-stage story that won't have a product for years. They're making these trucks and buses right now. Now, these guys are joining forces with Northern Genesis Acquisition Corp in a deal that should close in the coming months. Right now, Northern Genesis trades under the symbol NGA. But once they merge, they'll take Lion Electric's name, and the ticker will change to LEV. I want you to be prepared, so let's take a closer look with Marc Bédard. He is the founder and CEO of the Lion Electric Company. To learn more about his company and where it's headed, Marc, welcome to MadMoney.
Hey, Jim, how are you?
All right, so people say a picture is worth 1,000 words. What is that thing behind you?
Yeah, this is a Lion 8 electric truck that just rolled off, you know, the manufacturing facility. So, and you see by the color, you might have an idea where this is going.
Yes. Now, let me ask you, this is not some prototype that you're going to push down some hill, are you?
No, this is bad. No, it's a real one. Real one.
So how have you had such success selling these things when a lot of other people basically are dreaming of it and then coming to Wall Street and selling the idea? You're actually selling the trucks and the buses. How are you so far ahead of everybody else?
Well, we started 12 years ago, Jim. Some people are saying Lion is an overnight success, 12 years into the making. And you know what? It makes a lot of sense. I mean, we've been working so hard throughout, you know, all of those years. Most of the time, you know, without just under the radar screen, and investing, you know, all the money we could into the development of the product, and here we are. But we've been doing this, you know, for almost 12 years now.
Well, one of the things that I like about your company is when people buy your stuff, it's not necessarily because they want cleaner air. They also get a bargain. The cost of the operation is lower. Why don't you just tell us about the refuse collection case study?
You're absolutely right. I mean, the total cost of ownership works very well today with, you know, all of our trucks. And the refuse one is a very good example. I mean, because this is an all-electric body sitting on an all-electric truck. It's not an hydraulic body sitting on an electric truck. Everything is fully electric, and then you can do the full day of operation without having to recharge during the day. And this is why, I mean, you know, we got an order from Waste Connections, and now we're in negotiation with many fleet operators.
Well, I know it's sometimes difficult to talk about individual customers, but Amazon is so committed to lowering its carbon footprint, and I think they're looking to you in order to be able to do that writ large. How is the relationship?
No, it's a great relationship. I mean, obviously, you know, having this relationship with Amazon is awesome. And yes, you're right. We have an agreement with them for the delivery of up to 2,500 units over the next 5 years. And it's a maximum of 500 units a year. Just, you know, make sure we have enough room as well for the other customers. So this is the start of a very great long-term, I hope, relationship.
Now, you, I imagine, are a believer that global warming not only exists, but is bad. So we have a big change in administration coming from someone who feels that way to someone who actually, I think, is very committed to the environment, particularly, by the way, with clean school buses. Now, Lion Electric has that ready, right?
Well, we do. And, you know, we're the leader in the electric school buses. We started selling them in 2016, and now we have over 300 units on the road, over 6 million miles driven. We're doing business, you know, with all the biggest school districts and operators as well, like, you know, Student Transportation, First Student, National Express. Yeah, so we are the leader, and you heard what I heard as well. Mr. Biden would like to replace 500,000 school buses over the next 5 to 8 years. And at Lion, I mean, we're very well equipped to do that. And it's also one of the reasons, Jim, why we're opening that factory in the US within the next 2 years. That factory in itself will have a manufacturing capacity of over 20,000 units a year.
Now, one of the things that I think is very exciting, and I know you're familiar with our show, we're spending a lot of time talking about hydrogen, too. Hydrogen trucks, hydrogen buses. Could you just disabuse me of the notion that it has to be one or the other? There's room for everybody, isn't there?
Well, you know, the thing with Lion is that we're very focused. And we've decided to focus on urban trucks and urban buses. And what does that mean? That means less than 250 miles right now. But you know, the density of the battery is going up every year. So that 250 miles will probably be like 275 miles before the end of 2021. And probably like 300 miles, you know, within the next 2 years. And this is going up like this, you know, on an annual basis. In our opinion, there is no need at this point for the fuel cells, except if you want to do the long haul on electric right now. At Lion, we've decided to focus on urban only, and we feel we will be able to do the long haul range within the next 7 to 8 years.
And it's clear you guys like making them. I mean, a lot of these other companies we see, they're just kind of, they call themselves asset light. I think that means that they're just on the drawing board. You actually have factories, you make the product yourself, you're very exacting, you got the cost low, you have an advantage over these other guys.
We think we do, and also we have 7 electric vehicle models for sale right now, and we will be launching 8 additional models within the next 2 years. And one reason, Jim, we're able to do that is because of everything we did within the last 10 to 12 years. I mean, you cannot do that like just overnight. I mean, that cannot be. And you need to control the quality of your product. You need to control the costing as well. This is what we've been doing, for many years. Also, the supply chain that we have with the tier 1 suppliers, they are totally supporting us. We have great, agreements with those companies. They understand, where we are going and what kind of ramp up of, manufacturing we will be doing within the next few years. And those guys are working with us, and this is awesome.
Yeah, that people should know. That's Dana, that's BMW, that's LG Chem. These are big companies, and they don't just partner with anybody. You have a great story. You know that we love it. I don't want to get people too excited, but I am excited because you make a difference, and that does matter. That is Marc Bédard. He is the Lion Electric Company co-founder and CEO that will be converting to another company, but you ultimately want to know that the symbol will be LEV. It is a joy to have you on the show. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Jim.
See why I like this one? It's got a product. It's got sales. It's not something on the drawing board. And you don't have to push the truck downhill to make it look like it's working. MadMoney's back next break.